Clarence, are you there? Is everything okay over there? I just noticed that you haven't sent me my money this month, and I was wondering if you could hurry up and do that. I don't know how much longer you're going to keep me waiting.
I'm really sorry, but I can't send you the money right now, Mom. I still haven't gotten paid this month, so I just don't have the funds to be able to.
What are you talking about? It's almost the end of the month. We're on the 25th right now, and you usually get paid on the 23rd.
Well, sometimes the days that I get paid change with the weekends or holidays that are in a certain month. So I don't think that I'm going to get paid until later this week, unfortunately.
That's ridiculous. Who ever heard of a job doing that to their own employees? I hope you're not trying to back out of our deal, Clarence. You know that you have to send me $2,000 a month as part of your punishment.
But Mom, I can't afford to send you that much money every month. By the time I pay, I hardly have enough for myself. And besides, it's not like I didn't tell you already that there were going to be days when I might get paid later or earlier. Please, Mom, can't you just stop this already? I mean, you can't keep blaming me for what happened.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Are you seriously trying to complain to me about this right now?
I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just asking you to stop, Mom.
Stop what, huh? If you have something to say, then come out and say it. Or did you forget just who it was who raised you?
I know that you raised me, Mom. I'm not trying to be ungrateful or anything like that.
If you really understand, then stop complaining about what I tell you and just say okay. And give me my $2,000 already.
But I don't get why I'm the only one who had to pay you. I mean, why don't you ask Kim to pay you anything? She's your daughter, isn't she?
Unlike you, that girl has her life put together. She doesn't even live at home anymore. Meanwhile, you're still here leeching off me like you're a child. So I don't get why you're complaining when you live here, and all I'm asking you to do is pay your fair share of rent and utilities. I thought you were a man, so quit acting like a big baby.
I'm sorry, but just what does me being a man have to do with any of this?
Well, you're a man, so you should be fine going out and working, coming home, and giving your wife your salary. That's how it's going to work when you finally find someone and get married.
I know that that was the setup that you and Dad had throughout your marriage. But look what happened to him, Mom. He worked so hard that he had a heart attack in the office and died.
I know, can you believe what a weakling he was? A real man wouldn't just fold under a little bit of pressure like that. Besides, he hardly even made enough money for us, so I can't say that it was too great of a loss.
Mom, how can you say that about your own husband? That's my father that you're talking about.
And now that you're grown up, you really are just like him. And by that, I mean that you're both ugly little whiners. I wish that I married a real man's man. Then I wouldn't have to be dealing with all this sniveling in my life.
Well, I'm glad that I'm like Dad. I loved him and he was a good man.
Well, then I guess the pathetic apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Thank goodness I have at least someone I can count on in my life with Kim. And you really need to open your eyes and face the truth that I'm really not that bad. If I was such an awful mother, then why am I letting you stay in this house with me, huh? I would say it's quite benevolent of me.
Benevolent? Are you kidding me with that?
You really are just a useless dolt, aren't you? Why couldn't you be more like your sister? I'll just never understand where I went wrong with you. We may have the same genes, but I still wonder just how I ended up with you for a son.
Well, speaking of Kim, I heard that she's gotten engaged now, is that right?
Oh, did you hear about that?
Yeah, she sent me a message about it last night, actually. She wanted to brag about how much better her life was going than mine was, actually.
Well, understand why I should want to brag about something so wonderful. I mean, you would want to brag too if you had a husband like that, don't you think?
Oh, I know all about her fiancé, thank you very much. He was actually an old classmate of mine in college.
Oh, really? Is that so? I actually had no idea about that.
Well, I'm not sure if he knows who I am, but I certainly know who he is. He was a bit of a rising star in my department.
I knew that he was a brilliant man, but it's good to know that he's always been so smart ever since he was a young man. And now he's working for a huge company and engaged to marry my daughter. Everything is falling into place.
Yeah, I wonder about that. But I guess I just wouldn't be able to say much about these kinds of things anyway.
That's right. You would have no idea about any of this. You've never brought a girl back home for me to meet in your entire life. Of course, it would be hard to imagine a girl that would want to date a loser like you anyway.
You know that I do have a girlfriend, right?
What? You have a girlfriend? You must think I'm an idiot if you're going to try to sell me a lie like that.
It's not a lie, Mom. I really do have a girlfriend.
Okay, then who is she? Where did you even meet this girlfriend of yours?
She's a woman from my work, and we've been going out for the past 6 months or so, if you must know.
Well, she must be a really weird lady to want to go out with someone like you. But maybe that's where all that money you should have been paying me has been going. She's probably just with you because you've been paying for everything, huh?
Actually, that's not what we've been doing at all. We've been splitting all the bills that we have between ourselves while we've been dating.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, why not think about marrying this girl? If she's really the kind of girl to pull her own weight, then I wouldn't object to it. You could invite her to come and live with us. And then I'd have a little servant girl that I could order around however I wanted to.
I don't think that we're going to get married, Mom. I would never want to expose her to how horrible it would be living with you.
So you're just not going to get married for your entire life? Is that what you're telling me right now? You can't really mean that, right? Don't you see how happy your sister is now that she's about to get married? Clarence, you've been coming home far too late these days. What in the world could be taking you so long, huh? What could you possibly be doing that's keeping you out?
Well, I was at a conference for work all day, and now I'm out grabbing drinks with some people from the office. But I'll still be able to catch the last subway home, so I'll just be a little later.
I don't trust you. I think that something's up. You've been coming home later and you're hardly ever home on your days off, too. What are you up to, huh?
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm just really busy with work and have things to do.
No, that can't be it. You're out running around with that little girlfriend of yours, aren't you? You get your first girlfriend, and suddenly you think you don't need to care at all about being at home with your mother.
I don't really see what the big deal is, Mom. I mean, I don't remember you ever giving me a curfew or anything like that. Since when do I have to be home at a certain time?
You don't have a curfew because I didn't think that you would need one. But now I'm telling you that I want you home right now, and you're acting like you're not going to listen to me.
I'm not listening because I'm an adult, and if I want to go home late, I have that right. You wouldn't be saying this if I was working late and not home yet.
You really have some nerve, do you know that? Just who do you think you are, talking to your mother like this, you little brat? As a punishment for your sass, I demand that you come home by 7 every night.
At 7? Are you kidding me? Are you seriously trying to give me a curfew? At my age? I'm not some little kid anymore, Mom. I'm an adult, and I am not going to go along with that.
You don't get to disagree with me, Clarence. I am your mother, and you will do as I say. Do you understand me?
Oh, just give me a break already, Mom. I may be your son, but you do not control my life, and I am my own person.
What did you just say to me?
I mean that ever since I was little, you have always been trying to control my life and what I do. All I wanted was the freedom to live my own life, and now I have reached the limits of my patience. I am not going to do what you tell me, Mom.
How dare you talk to your mother like this? You're not going to get away with this, you little brat. You need to learn some respect, young man.
Respect? Mom, I have been so patient with you that I might as well be a saint. You and Kim have both done nothing but put me down. Well, now I don't want anything to do with either of you. Got it?
Oh, give me a break. You don't really mean that, Clarence.
I do, and I am not going to be following any sort of ridiculous curfew. I pay to live here, so I will do what I want, and you don't get to tell me how to live my life.
Clarence, I have made a decision and I want you out of the house. You have until tomorrow to pack up your things and get out. I don't care where you go, but you will not stay here any longer.
What are you talking about? You're seriously going to kick me out of the house?
That's right. You are going to leave, and Kim and her husband are going to move in. I don't need you in my life either.
Wait, what? Kim and her husband are going to come in and live with you instead? But I thought that they were living with her husband's family at their house.
That's right. But Kim's husband's sister is also going to be moving in, and the house is going to get quite cramped with her. Besides, your sister just had her kid and they need the space for their growing family. I know that we're in a bit of a rural area, but I think that living here is going to give them the space that they need. It will really help them with raising their kid.
And so that's why you're just going to kick me out of the house. I don't get it. I've been paying to live here this whole time, and you're just going to kick me out with a day's notice to leave.
Oh, what on earth are you talking about? You're only living here because I've been allowing you to live here. And now your sister and her family really need to be living in a house like this. And don't you start with me about the money that you send. You don't even give me that much anyways, so I don't want to hear about it from you.
Are you kidding me with that? I literally give you more than half of every single one of my paychecks. How can you say that's not a lot?
It's not a lot because it's what you should be giving to me as your mother anyways. Consider it a way of paying me back for all the time I sunk into raising you.
You're seriously going to be charging your own children for raising them? I'm not an investment, Mom. You can't just start demanding returns on the effort you sunk into me.
Maybe not if you're going to be like this. But all that says is that you're a terrible son. Which is all the more reason for your sister's family to come and take your place.
All right, fine, whatever. I just hope you don't regret this, Mom.
You think that I'm going to regret kicking you out? You have no idea what you're talking about. Getting rid of you is going to be a blessing. I never want to hear from you ever again. You are no son of mine. Clarence, are you there? Kim and I, all of us here, we need your help.
What kind of creepy message is that to send so early in the morning? Anyways, I'm actually just about to head out to work, so whatever this is, make it quick, please.
I am trying to ask for your help, Clarence. Don't be so rude. Besides, I don't know who else I could turn to for this. It's really serious.
What is that supposed to mean? What is it, Mom? Just tell me what you want.
Something just terrible has happened, and I really need your help. That's what I want.
You mean that something bad is happening with Kim and her family? You're not giving me answers.
That's right. So then you've already heard a little bit about what's been going on between us all.
No, Mom, I literally have no clue. That is what I'm trying to ask of you right now. Not that I'd want to help you anyways. I thought that things might end up this way for you if I'm being honest.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I told you that Kim's husband and I went to the same college, right? Back then there were quite a few rumors spreading around the school about him. People were always talking about how he'd go through girlfriends so quickly after getting into some fight or acting violently towards them.
Wait, what? You mean that you knew these rumors about him since college? Why didn't you tell your sister before she got married? How could you just let her walk into that situation blind? What's the matter with you?
I did tell her, though. I was very honest about warning her against getting with him. But you guys said that I was just trying to ruin our marriage out of jealousy and refused to listen to me at all.
But things are going really, really badly here for us. I mean, Kim's husband is just a terrible man. And I think he actually just hates women in general. You have no idea the kinds of things that Kim and I are having to go through here every single day.
But she's already been married to this guy for a year. You mean to tell me that she never realized the kind of person her husband was until now?
According to your sister, her husband only really changed after she had her kid. I guess he was hiding his true self from her until he had an heir. It was all to trap her into this marriage, though, and now we're both trapped in this situation. He is such a horrible man, I can't believe it.
Okay, well, do you mind if I just ask what exactly he's doing that's making living with him so awful? Are you sure you're not just blowing things out of proportion?
Of course I'm not. How could you even say that? You have no idea what it's like here under this horrible rule. He makes Kim and I do chores from the morning until the evening, and he never ever helps out. And he started demanding that I pay him ever since he moved here. Not only that, but even sold part of the land I owned.
Wow, he certainly sounds like quite the piece of work, doesn't he? Honestly, that's even worse than some of the things I heard from college.
It's just horrible, Clarence. And now there are going to be some cheap apartments going up on land that's been in our family for generations. I can't believe he did that. It's just horrible.
Well, it sounds to me like that might have been his goal in moving in with you in the first place. He probably figured that we had too much land for just you and thought he could make a quick buck selling it.
But how could he do that? We had our land in our family for years and he just sold it. Not only that, but he stole my credit and debit cards and even makes me hand over my retirement money when it comes in. He takes everything for himself and leaves Kim and I with practically nothing.
I see. Well, why don't you try reaching out to his family and asking for some kind of help?
I have tried that, but his whole family is a bunch of freaks. And I haven't even told you the worst part. Kim's husband literally kicked Kim and I out of the house, and now his family has brought all their stuff and have moved in. They're trying to take over the house, I tell you.
So then, does he have the kid, or do you have the kid?
This whole thing has always been about him just getting a son, so he kicked us out but held on to the child. Can you believe that? He even stole Kim's own son from her.
Yeah, that is really sad, but I'm still not going to do anything to help you.
You have to come here and help us, though. You need to kick him out of the house for us. I'm serious.
Yeah, just why would I want to do something like that again? I mean, you've already said that you never wanted to talk to me again, and I don't really feel like stepping into this.
But you're the son in our family. You need to step in and protect us from these crazy people.
Yeah, I just don't get why I would want to do that for you. I mean, it just doesn't seem like I have much to gain from it.
To gain from it? This is your mother and sister that we're talking about here. You don't gain anything, you do it because we're family.
Right, no, I get what you're saying. But you said that I'm no son of yours, though, remember? So I don't really see either of you as family that I need to protect.
What is the matter with you? Where did I go so wrong in raising a son like you?
Let's not forget here that you were the one that kicked me out to begin with. You're acting like I'm in the wrong, but are you going to acknowledge your own hand in this? Because it sounds to me like you landed yourself in this spot yourself.
I didn't do anything at all, and it's just sad how you're trying to make yourself into the victim here.
Mom, you have always tried to put me down ever since I was a little kid. You controlled my life, demanded that I pay you, and then you kicked me out when it was more convenient for you. So why in the world do you think I'm going to turn around and help you now that you're asking for it?
Please, your sister and I are really at our wits' end. We need your help here. Don't you feel bad for us?
Not really now. I really don't care what happens to either of you, if I'm being honest. I probably won't even go to your funeral. We're through, Mom.
So you're really just not going to do anything for us? We are begging for your help here. We need you, Clarence.
Well, you should have thought about that before you kicked me out. Actually, there's a lot of things you should have done different over the years, but none of that is my problem anymore. After that, my mom continued to blow up my phone trying to beg me for help. I didn't respond to any of her texts, however, and in the end, I blocked her on every available medium. I felt like I had no choice because she just kept sending messages about how hard her life was and all the things that her and Kim were going through. Apparently, Kim was thinking of divorce, but was afraid that she would have to pay her husband alimony and lose the child in the process. Since blocking her, though, I have been thinking less and less about them. They're nobody to me now as far as I'm concerned. I just want to concentrate on living my life for now.
Hey, Liam. Do you have a second to talk real quick?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. My lunch break just started, so I should have a while that I can talk. What's up, Ashley?
Well, it's just about your mom, actually. She came over to the house again today.
Did she really? Man, my mom must have really taken a liking to you, huh, Ash?
I'm not sure if that's what I'd call it, per se.
Oh, really? You think so? But I feel like she comes over several times a week, doesn't she? Actually, I'm really happy that you and my mom have gotten along so well.
Right, well, that's just kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. The thing is that your mom and I really aren't on all that friendly of terms with each other.
Wait, really? You don't think that my mom likes you? What makes you say that?
Well, she comes over to the house early in the morning and your mom just has a lot of things to say about me in the house while she's over.
What kind of things does she say to you?
She tells me that I'm not cooking well enough for you, or in general. I'll serve her lunch and then she'll tell me that it tastes awful. Then, when I'm trying to do chores around the house, she'll follow me around, but she never ever helps me. She just criticizes how I'm doing them.
Oh, well, is that it? That doesn't sound too bad to me. It sounds to me like she just wants to help you do things around the house even better than you're already doing them. I would just think of this as free training from a real pro at housekeeping.
So you're saying that all of that sounds totally normal to you then?
Yeah, I mean, back when married couples would live with their husband's parents, I feel like it was the job of the mother-in-law to make sure the wife was doing a good job. But now that we're living apart, it makes sense that she would come over more often to see how you're doing. It's not like she's doing any of this to be mean or to bully you. I just think that she wants to teach you a bit about the married life.
I guess that kind of makes sense, but the way she talks to me makes me feel like she doesn't think I know how to take care of the house at all.
You think so? But I think you're doing a great job. I mean, my mom probably has much higher standards for how a house should be run, of course, but there's nothing wrong with learning from someone with more experience, right?
I don't think so either, but having her come over almost every day this week to do that is just really starting to bother me. I mean, I don't have time to sit there and redo the same chore over and over again. I have my own schedule that I want to keep.
A schedule? What are you talking about? You're a housewife whose only job is to keep the house clean. What schedule could you possibly have?
That isn't true at all, Liam. I have a lot of things that I want to get done every single day. Besides, you know that I'm trying to get my craft shop off the ground so that I can make a little money from home. I just feel like I haven't had any time to put into that at all lately.
Sure, you don't have time for that now, but this is all just temporary. I'm sure that my mom will get bored of coming over so often, and then you'll have the whole house to yourself again, okay? Besides, that little craft thing is more like a hobby for you now, right? So it's okay to prioritize what your actual job is, don't you think?
Well, when you put it like that, I just wish that she didn't come over so often is the thing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think that this is just my mom's way of getting closer to you. I mean, it isn't like she's doing anything that bad when you think about it, right?
It's not so bad in small doses, but when she comes over every day like this, it really starts to grind on my patience.
I know, but you just gotta keep at it. Think of this as a really good way for you to learn about how to be the best that you can be from a real pro. You got this! And if you do it right, then my mom would have less reason to come over and bother you so much.
But that isn't the point! Do you really not care at all that I'm bothered by this, Liam?
Of course I'm concerned that this bothers you, but ever since my dad died, my mom has been really lonely. And she's my mom, so you know that I have to take her side given the circumstances. So maybe just try and be a little kinder to her, okay?
I think that I'm already being really kind, Liam.
I know, but just try and get along with her, okay? I don't want to end up having to choose between you and my mom. I don't think that you'd like it much if I asked you to tell your parents to stop coming around so much, right?
But it's not the same. My parents aren't the ones coming to the house all the time. And you're not the one having to deal with all of this on your own.
Great, well, I'm glad this is what you want to take up my lunch break talking about. I'm gonna go and try to eat with what little appetite I have left after this.
So you're just going to go away and not try and address the problem at all?
Just get over yourself and try to be friendly with my mom, okay? You're her daughter-in-law now, so start acting like it.
Hey, Liam, are you on your way home? I thought you said that you were going to try and get back here a little earlier, remember?
Oh, right, I completely forgot. That's my bad. Some people from work invited me out drinking, and I said yes, so I won't be back for dinner or anything like that.
But I've already made dinner for us both.
Ah, shoot, sorry about that. You can just put my portion in the fridge, and I'll bring it for lunch to eat it later or something.
Well, did you at least tell your mom what we talked about last month? I thought that you were going to come home early so that you could tell me how that talk went.
Oh, right, I was gonna talk to my mom about all that stuff tomorrow.
Liam, what's the matter with you? Not only have you not talked to your mom, but you broke your promise about coming home early. I am seriously starting to reach my limit with dealing with your mom. And when you do come home and I do try to talk to you about this, you say that you're tired and go straight to bed.
Right, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? You think that I want to stay up just to hear the same old complaints?
Liam, are you being serious right now? I'm not just complaining, I'm being serious with you. All I'm asking is for you to listen to me and talk to your mom. I'm not trying to start any drama or fights, but this is a serious issue for me. You do know that she's here right now, don't you? And she threw away the dinner that I made and served her. Not only that, but then she went into the bedroom and started going through our drawers. How am I supposed to live like this?
Well, if she threw your food away, it was probably because it wasn't very good, right? And I don't get what's wrong with her going into our room. Maybe she was just trying to tidy it up for us.
Liam, do you think I've ever made anything that tasted so bad that it couldn't be eaten and had to be thrown away?
I don't know. I don't keep track of everything you've ever cooked.
Okay, well, what about this? Your mom took some of my clothes and cut them up because she said that she needed more rags to clean with. She cut up my clothes that she took out of my drawers.
Okay, so it sounds to me like she just wanted to recycle and didn't want to spend money on new clothes to wipe stuff down with.
But some of these were new clothes.
Well, you know my mom. She's the frugal kind, and she doesn't really like spending all that much money on fancy clothes. Maybe she was just trying to tell you that you don't gotta think about all that stuff when you're married, you know? I told you that she's just teaching you on how to be a better wife, right?
Are you kidding me right now? How can you be taking her side in this?
Okay, well, take the skirt you like wearing, right? I don't think that my mom ever wore a skirt like that after she got married. I think that she's just not used to how your life is supposed to change after you get married. But you shouldn't fight this, you should be going with it.
This is just Liam, I can't believe that you're actually saying this kind of stuff to me. I don't see why I shouldn't be allowed to have nice things just because I'm married now.
Well, my mom has a lot of experience in this, okay? I know you might think she's from a different generation, but if she's made it this far, then something must have worked, right?
I just wish that she would take my needs and my wishes into consideration too.
You're just being selfish. Don't you get that? I mean, is wearing a skirt really that important to you?
This isn't about skirts or clothing or individual things like that. The problem is much bigger than that, and I'm amazed that you can't see what I mean. Do you have any idea just how patient I've been this whole time?
Are you sure you're being patient? Because I think you're pretty fast to complain about anything my mom does to me.
That's because your mom is causing problems and you're not helping me do anything about it. You told me that you want your mom and I to get along, right? Well, that's not just on me. It's on your mom, too.
Oh, you're just blowing this all out of proportion, though. I don't think my mom is really doing anything that bad. She's just always liked things done a particular way for a long time now, and she just wants to teach you how to do it that way, too. I think that you're not being open enough to change, and that maybe you should show a bit more humility.
Did you know that your mom told me that she wished you and I had never gotten married? She said she made a mistake ever letting us think that this would work out.
Oh, she probably only said that because you've been arguing with her so much. Maybe if you just let my mom have her way, she wouldn't have to say things like that.
I really just don't even know what to say to you anymore. We've had the same conversation over and over again.
Well, if you don't think anything has changed, then why don't you try to be the change that you want to see, huh? And stop complaining all the time about my mom, because frankly, I'm getting sick of it.
So you don't care at all that your mom and I have these problems and they're only going to get worse? I thought that I could count on you to take my side in this, Liam.
I don't see why you're so intent on dragging me into this drama that you have with my mom. I don't want to be in the middle of any of this.
Of course not. You'd rather just be out drinking with your friends, right?
Alright, that actually reminds me, I'm gonna be out of town next week for a business trip.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Don't you start with me, Ashley. I thought you'd be happy to hear this. I'll be out of the house for a week, so you can take it as a chance to reset. I thought maybe you could go to your parents' house and stay with them for a bit.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I will do that.
Yeah, perfect. Go to your parents, relax, don't worry about anything. And then when you come back, be ready to make friends with my mom. Remember, you are her daughter-in-law whether you like it or not, right?
I guess so, Liam. I guess so. I guess it'll give me a while to think about how to deal with her at the very least.
Hey, Ashley, did you call me? Sorry, I was on the phone with the client and I couldn't really pick up. Is everything okay? Yeah, I really would have picked up, but it was a really important call. What did you want to talk about?
I have something really important to say and you should have picked up.
Something more important than work? I'd be very surprised at that.
It's about your mom. She's dead.
Wait, what? What do you mean? How can she be dead?
I mean that your mom died. She kicked the bucket. She's floating down the river Styx.
I don't understand. My mom is really dead? Is this some kind of joke? Do you think this is funny? We're gonna have a talk about this when I get back home, okay? You can't just drop this on me. What's going on here?
What's going on is that your mom is really truly dead. I never thought that I'd feel happy at someone's passing, but all I can say is, woohoo!
What's the matter with you? How can you react like this to my mom's passing? Crap, I have another call coming to me right now. I'll do this call and then I'm going straight back home, got it? You better be there.
Nope. I'm still at my parents' and I don't think I'll be going home at all.
You horrible woman! What is the matter with you? You're just sick if this is how you're acting. How can you be laughing and joking at your husband's mom dying? I never want to see you ever again.
Well, when you do get home, be careful. Your mom might still be there. I guess it was some neighbor that found her.
Well, what happened? How did she die?
I have no idea. I just know that she texted me to come back home.
And you just left her there and now she's dead? I'll leave you for this, okay? You killed my mom. Don't bother showing up to the funeral. Ashley, I'm so sorry.
Sorry about what, Liam?
For everything up until now, okay? All of it.
Come on and spit it out. Tell me just what exactly you're sorry about.
Well, my mom is alive.
Yeah, no duh.
Wait, you mean that this whole time you knew she was alive?
Well, when the neighbor called me about finding your mom, it wasn't a voice that I recognized, and the voice wouldn't tell me what happened. Not to mention that I had just gotten back to my parents' house, so I wasn't about to go back and figure out what seemed like a scam.
But why didn't you tell any of that to me? You know that I had to cancel my business meeting to get back home as fast as I could. I even told my boss that my mom died.
You're saying all this is my fault? Wasn't it your mom's for lying about being dead in the first place?
Well, I guess, but you could have said something.
Shut up, Liam. Don't even try to put this on me. I've signed my half of the divorce papers, so let's just get this over with.
But can't we just wait and talk this out?
What is there to wait for?
Well, I'm in the hospital right now.
Why on earth are you in the hospital right now?
Because my mom dug a hole in front of the house to try and trap you when you came back home. I fell into it and broke my ankle.
Your mom booby-trapped our house. What in the world is her problem? Why would she do something like that?
Please, I'm so sorry about everything. I should have taken your side from the very start.
You're right. You should have. Just how many times did I tell you about this? But you never ever listened to me at all.
I know, I thought that you were being dramatic or something.
Well, this is what you get for not listening to your wife this whole time. I talked to you about this over and over again, and you never once took my side in any of this.
So you won't rethink this at all then? Please, I had no idea that my mom was really this bad. Plus, I need a lot of stuff in the house now that I'm here.
Well, I don't really care because you and I are getting divorced. I'll bring you some stuff once, and then you are going to sign the divorce papers, and you and I are over.
You mean you're still gonna get a divorce while I'm stuck like this?
Do you want your stuff or not, Liam?
Okay, I'll sign the papers. I'll send you a list of things later that I need.
After that, I got a message from Liam about the things from home that he wanted me to bring to him while he was in the hospital. It was a long list. But I made sure to bring the signed divorce papers along, too. He cried in the hospital and begged me not to leave him, but I wasn't having any of it. I told him I had his stuff in my car and that I would only ever go and get it for him if he signed. It wasn't long before the neighbors learned about what happened, not least of all because of the hole in front of our front door. They told my husband that they didn't want such a person coming into their neighborhood anymore. As for Liam, he couldn't believe how he'd been betrayed by his mom and told her that he never wanted to see her again.
Hey Miranda, I just wanted to confirm with you that I was going to have Pauline this weekend. I was going to come over around 10 in the morning on Saturday to come and pick her up.
So you're going to pick her up on Saturday morning and drop her off on Sunday night then?
That was the plan, yeah. I was thinking that we could go to Legoland for the day and stay in a hotel around there for the night.
Wow. I'm really surprised that you've been able to stick to doing this once a month. I mean, isn't it a 6-hour drive for you? Do you really want to see your own daughter that much?
Of course I do. There isn't anyone in the world who means as much to me as Pauline does. And since I only get to see her once a month, I always want to make sure that we're doing something fun together.
I see. Right. Your life must be really sad the rest of the month in that case, huh? I mean, have you done anything really fun for yourself ever since we got a divorce? You know that you can go out and date other women and do stuff like that, right?
I know that I can, but it just doesn't really interest me at all. I mean, if you're in the mood to be making suggestions, I wouldn't mind taking custody of Pauline for a while.
Yeah, no, that is not going to happen. Pauline is just fine where she is right now, thank you very much. I finally feel like I have a good balance between my work and personal life, and I don't need you interfering.
Alright then, maybe don't go around making snide comments around what I should or shouldn't do with my life, okay?
Wait a second. Don't tell me that you're jealous just because I'm actually enjoying my life since we got divorced.
That's literally not what I said at all. By the way, I read some of those articles that you wrote and put online.
Oh, are you talking about my mommy blog? Yeah, well, things have been pretty busy for me ever since I became a single mother. But thanks to that blog, I'm able to make a little money for myself and let everyone know just how hard it is to be me. Of course, I give plenty of tips for other single parents as well.
I see. Well, I wonder how your readership would feel if they knew the real reason why you were divorced. I mean, you write so much about how hard your work is and how difficult your life is, but I haven't seen a single word about how you cheated and that's why you're a single mother.
Are you really going to try and open up that can of worms with me right now, Frank? You better not be thinking of leaving a comment with any nonsense like that written in it.
Of course not. I would never do that as long as you have Pauline. But I just think that maybe you would do good to remember why it is that you're in this position.
I do not need to take this from a man who wasn't even good enough to hold my attention. And it's not like you can even say what I was doing was really cheating. I was just out having a little fun and you totally blew things out of proportion.
I'm sorry, but if you have sexual relationships with someone outside your marriage and your partner isn't consenting to that, then that is cheating.
Yeah, you're so wise about how relationships work. But men do that kind of stuff to women all of the time and never get in trouble. So I think that you need to check yourself the next time you want to say something as sexist as that. I mean, just what is wrong with talking to people on a dating app, huh? I really am so happy that we're divorced. Do you know that? Now I can finally live the life I want without ever having to worry about you.
Let's not pretend like everything happened in that app. And besides, you were the one who first sent that message to the guy in the first place on the app.
Okay. We don't need to rehash this whole situation. We're already divorced now, so can we please just drop it already? I really don't care enough to keep talking about this.
Fine, I'm sorry. I know that we agreed to stop bringing that up so much. But anyways, I guess I'll see you this weekend. Please just tell Pauline to have her bag packed and ready with overnight stuff, okay?
And you still haven't forgotten our rules for you getting to see her?
You mean that if I don't have her back home on time, then I won't get to see her next month?
That's right. And don't you ever forget it. And just know that I have a tracking app on Pauline's phone, so I always know where she is. I don't want to see you taking her back to your house at all. Straight to the amusement park, and then straight back here. Got it?
I understand, Miranda. You have my word, and I'll do just that. And I also want to say that I do appreciate you raising Pauline and taking care of her since the divorce.
Well, I'm just glad you remember who's really doing the hard work around here. Now you better not let a single thing happen to my precious little girl.
Miranda, do you have a second to chat real quick?
What do you want now, Frank?
Well, I was wondering if we could just talk about Pauline for a bit.
You just had her last weekend. What could you possibly want now? Don't tell me that you're wanting to get a second weekend with her so soon.
No, it isn't quite that. I wanted to talk to you about something else, actually.
What is it? Just spit it out already because I'm not going to guess.
Well, I noticed last weekend when I had her, she was crying over the meal that I served her.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, she was like really bawling over this food, and she said it was the first hot meal she had had in a long time.
I have no idea what you're trying to get at right now.
Well, that's the thing, I also don't quite understand it. I asked Pauline what she meant by that, and she said that she had hardly ever had anything to eat that was cooked fresh at home.
Well, she knows that's not my fault. I am way too busy working to have any time at all to be cooking for her.
So then, you guys aren't even eating together at the house?
Are you trying to accuse me of starving our daughter right now? You know that I would never ever do that. I am taking perfectly fine care of her.
No, that isn't what I'm saying at all, actually. I asked Pauline, and she said that she gets plenty to eat.
Well, then what's the big idea of you coming to me with this, huh? You think that I'm not always trying to do my best to make sure that she has what she needs to grow up big and strong? I feed her healthy food with lots of nutrients and never neglect her duties as her mother. That girl has got some nerve crying over whatever cheap microwave meal you served her, calling it your own cooking.
I really don't think that you should put any of the blame on this on Pauline. I just mean that maybe she missed my cooking and that's why she was crying.
Is that what you're trying to do now, Frank? Are you just texting me to brag about how much of a better cook you are? You think that just because you know some fancy tricks in the kitchen that this makes you better than me? I work so hard to make sure that we have something to eat every single day. I really am pissed that you would even say that to me, Frank!
Miranda, I'm sorry, that really wasn't what I was trying to say at all. Pauline was crying and I just thought that maybe we could talk about it as her parents.
And just what are you trying to get at this time? Huh?
I get that we're divorced and we don't live together anymore, but we both care about Pauline and want her to grow up both physically and mentally healthy. And it just kinda seems to me that Pauline might be a really lonely child. I know that I do everything I can to be there for her when I have her, but I wonder if maybe you couldn't spend a little more time with her as well? I just think that it would go a long way in cheering her up is all.
I think that Pauline is just over-exaggerating and is happy to have a different environment than my home to be in. But I know for a fact that I raised that girl just fine.
Well, I think that Pauline might be feeling differently about that.
And just what do you know about her, huh? You see her 1 weekend a month and you think you're an expert. I live with her. Besides, she's a big girl and needs to learn how to start taking care of herself.
Miranda, our daughter's only 3 years old.
And in 6 months, she'll be 4.
I don't really want to get into this fight right now. All I'm asking you is to spend a little more time in your schedule with Pauline. I know that you're really busy with work and life and all, so if you want, I could take Pauline off your hands more often.
No. That is just not going to work for me at all. I know how to handle my schedule, and you coming around more is just going to ruin things.
But what about Pauline? I really do feel like she's feeling lonely. I mean, she was literally crying.
You mean that she was crying the whole time? The entire weekend?
Well, no, but what child would cry for 2 days straight?
That's what I thought. So why don't you settle down and quit blowing things out of proportion? You don't need to be in control of every little emotion that she gets through. I'm a working mom who knows how to raise my child, and if you don't think I'm not doing every single thing I can for her, then I don't want to talk to you.
I really am not trying to lecture or tell you how to live your life, but I just also worry about Pauline, and I just want to be there for her if she needs me. I mean, I think that we should both want what's best for her, right?
All right, that's it. I've asked you to stop. I've asked you to stop over and over again, and you're not listening. You are not going to be seeing our daughter next month.
Wait, what? Come on, Miranda, that's just not fair.
You should have thought about that before you went running your mouth at me. I am going to talk to Pauline about this, and that will be that. This is what you get for trying to teach me how to go about raising my own daughter.
Miranda, please, don't be like this. I mean, I've been seeing her once a month ever since we got divorced.
And now you're going to have to wait an extra month because you don't know when to shut up. Don't forget that I do have custody of her. Although, if you really want to see her that badly, you might be able to change my mind with a small donation. I might be convinced to change my mind if you helped support a poor single mother.
Pauline, are you already asleep? I want you to get back to me as soon as you see these messages, okay? And you have to keep this a secret from your mom.
Dad, what are you doing texting me so late? What kind of secret do I have to keep from Mom?
Oh, Pauline, are you still awake at this time?
Well, I was just kind of about to go sleep. I was still on the couch watching TV though, and then I saw my phone light up with your message. Did you try calling me or something? What's this you want to talk about, Dad?
Pauline, I need you to get out of the house right away. I want you to go and pack your bag with just essentials, okay?
What do you mean? What's going on?
It's okay, Pauline. I know all about what's been going on. And I just want to say that I'm so sorry that I've never noticed before.
Dad, are you sure about this?
Pauline, can you tell me if Mommy's in the house with you right now?
Why do you ask? What's going on?
Pauline, please, there's nothing to be scared of. I know what's been going on there. And I finally realized what you were trying to tell me the last time that we were together.
So you mean that I don't have to lie to you anymore, Daddy?
That's right, there's no use in that anymore. And again, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there for you before. But from now on, you're gonna come and live with me, okay?
But Mom is really scary. Anytime I tell her that I want to go and live with you, she gets really mad at me. Mommy says that if I go and live with you, that you'll get bored of me and throw me out on the street.
Pauline, you don't have to listen to a single word that your mom says to you. I know that your mom is never home and that she never ever cooks for you, right? That's bad, sweetie. Your mom shouldn't be treating you like that. I know that this is going to be hard for a while, but things are going to be better for you if you're here with me.
You mean it, Daddy? Are you really going to live with you?
That's right, and I'm never ever going to leave you ever again. There might be some days when I come home from work late, but I'm never going to leave you alone all night. And I'll make sure to cook for you every single day. You don't have to listen to your mom's lies anymore. You've been so strong, and I'm very proud of you.
Daddy, thank you so much. I've wanted to live with you for so long.
I know that I should have realized that a long time ago, but we're gonna make things right now, okay? I'm parked downstairs in the parking lot right now. Be a good girl, pack your bags, and come outside, okay? I would come inside and help, but then I think that you could get into some big trouble, so you have to do this by yourself.
Okay, Daddy, I'll pack my bags and then I'll go outside.
Miranda, you and I have got to have a little chat.
What do you want, you jerk? I am busy right now. If this is about seeing Pauline, then the answer is no. I already told you that you wouldn't be seeing her next month. Now you are going to drop this now, or you won't see her for the month after that too.
I'm not worried about asking you to see Pauline ever again.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Did you finally find a girlfriend or something? Honestly, you men are all the same. You find another girl in your life and you kick us all to the curb. But you are going to pay child support, know that.
I'm not going to be paying a single cent, actually.
You really have some nerve texting me just to say all of this, you know that?
Well, the reason I'm not going to pay you is because you don't need the money.
Excuse me? You have no idea how hard it is being a single mother. Do you really think that I don't need the child support? Do you really care so little about your own daughter? You're not even good enough to be her father. I am going to write all about you in my blog, you jerk. And then everyone is going to know about how you hate your daughter and refuse to pay child support. You are going to be ruined.
I think that you're misunderstanding what's going on right now. I mean that I'm not going to pay you because I'm taking care of Pauline right now.
What on earth are you talking about, you crazy person?
I take that you still haven't gotten home then, right?
I have no idea what you mean by that.
Well then, I'm here to tell you that Pauline and I are both together right now. I picked her up at your place last night.
You did what? What is the matter with you? Don't you realize what you've done? I am going to call the police and you are going to be thrown in jail.
Oh, you're more than welcome to call the police, Miranda. But know that I'm going to fight you every step of the way.
Fight me? On what grounds, Frank?
How about the fact that you aren't doing anything to raise our daughter at all? I know that you're working, but you're also just letting strange men come in and out of your place. I've been looking into all of what you've been doing this whole week.
You mean you've been spying on me?
I knew that there was something up the day that Pauline was crying in front of me, but now I realize that you're barely spending any time at home and that you've just been giving Pauline bags of chips for dinner. The only thing you ever do for her is wash her when she starts to stink so nobody asks too many questions. But now I know that you haven't been any kind of mother to her at all. I hear that she hardly even shows up to her preschool.
Wait, no, you don't get it. She's just been sick and hasn't been able to have big meals or go to school.
Don't even bother, I already heard it all from Pauline herself. Why even bother lying anymore? I'm gonna take custody of Pauline. I've already called the CPS and cleared it with them. So go ahead and call the cops, see what happens.
I don't believe you. You really think that you can get custody from me?
You've barely even been home since we got divorced. Do you really care so little about your own daughter? How dare you go on and on to me about how much you do when it's been nothing?
Wait, no, please, you can't take my daughter away from me.
You abused having custody over her and used it to make her obey you. Well, no, it's not going to work.
Please, she can live with you and you can raise her, but I need to have custody.
And just what would have even been the point of having custody of her then? If you don't even care if she lives with you, then why even bother keeping it, huh?
Because what kind of mother doesn't have custody over their own child? It's unheard of.
Are you kidding me? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, just look around. Women always get custody of the kids. How do you think it's going to make me look if I don't?
So that's what this is all about, huh? You're just concerned about how you look in all this.
Please, my job was just getting on track and everyone knows me online for being a single mom. What are people going to say when they find out I don't even have custody of my child?
This is just stupid. I really can't believe you. You're not even gonna be a good parent to her. You were just using your daughter as a tool for your own self-image. Well, not anymore. After that, CPS called Miranda to let her know that she was being stripped of her custody of Pauline, and that it was being transferred to me. It was only a few weeks later that a keen observer on Miranda's website picked up that she wasn't a single mother anymore and she didn't even have custody of her child. When that happened, the website traffic plummeted, and she lost the one thing that had kept her ego alive since our divorce. I hear that even her parents found out that she lost Pauline. And when they asked why, she cracked and told them the truth, which only made them more upset. As for Pauline and I took her to a nutritionist and we're on a diet to help rebuild her strength. We both had to make big adjustments since she moved in with me, but more than anything, I'm just glad that my daughter's in a safe environment and away from Miranda. Hey, Aunt Tessa, just wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing.
Oh, Davis, what a lovely surprise hearing from you. To what do I owe the pleasure? And yes, I'm still getting my butt to work, so I think I'm just fine.
And you haven't been smoking at all lately either?
You know that I quit that a long time ago, don't you? Although I must say that I do get very tempted when the customers are smoking in the bar. But I still stay strong.
Well, that's good at least. You know that I worry about you at your age, right? You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I mean, you do still drink quite a bit, and you're basically nocturnal with the way you work, too.
What on earth are you talking about? I get up every single day at around 10 in the morning. Not only that, but with the 2 new stores that I've opened up, I'm busy a lot more in the day than I am at night.
Well, that's another reason why I sometimes worry about you. Are you getting enough sleep most days, then?
These days, I am hardly ever staying at the store until closing time. So I don't think you need to worry about me being up too late.
But you have other things going on than what happens at your store, right? I mean, on top of managing them, you also have to go and meet with vendors and people like that too, right?
Yes, that is true. But don't worry. I'm definitely not partying like I used to when I was younger, and I've cut back on my drinking a lot.
I'm sorry, but I just remembered being in middle school and going into the living room in the morning to see you passed out with a bottle of wine on the couch.
Well, that's because I was still young and full of life back in those days. Now, there is just no way that I could keep up that lifestyle anymore. I think if I even had one day where I drank as much as I did back then, that I wouldn't even be able to function for about a week afterwards. So don't you worry about me. That's all behind me now.
You keep talking about how young you were back then, but I think you were still pretty old by the time I was living with you.
Davis, how rude! Don't you know you shouldn't be talking to a lady about her age? Honestly, I thought I raised you better than that.
I'm sorry, you know that I didn't mean it like that, but I was just wondering if you even have to keep on working. I mean, surely you have enough money saved up to retire by this point, right? You're always so busy running your stores, and I just wonder if you ever have time to do anything else you want to be doing. Even if you don't retire all the way, maybe you could just be like kind of semi-retired for a while?
I won't lie to you. More and more I have days where I think that sounds quite nice. But I just know that I still have the fight in me to keep going a little while more. Anyways, sorry Davis, was there something you wanted to talk to me about? I feel like we got a bit distracted with this chit-chat and catching up.
Well, actually, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, what is it? You shouldn't be having a lady in suspense. What do you want to talk to me about?
I have someone who I'd like you to meet.
You mean a girl? A girlfriend? You're bringing home a girlfriend?
Well, maybe a bit more than that. I've actually been seeing this girl for a while, and, well, I proposed to her not that long ago. So I wanted you to meet her and give your blessing. I know I jumped the gun at proposing, but it would still mean a lot.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I don't know what to say! This is all so exciting. My little Davis is finally going to be getting married. Oh, I'm crying right now. I knew this day would come, but I didn't know it would hit me like this. Oh my. Oh, my makeup is going to start running.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Aunt Tessa. I didn't mean to make you cry, especially right before you were going into the bar. Maybe I should have just waited until after you were off to tell you about this.
Oh, don't be silly. These are tears of joy. I'm so happy for you, Davis. This is just the most wonderful news. Oh my, this is just amazing. But I still have to go and do my hair for the night. And I have to make sure to tell all the girls at the bar about this great news.
Oh, come on, it's not that big of a deal. You don't gotta go and tell the girls.
What are you talking about? This is amazing news. Don't you dare try and downplay the fact that you're getting married. I'm so excited for you, Davis. Thank you so much for telling me this. This is going to make the rest of my night so much easier to deal with.
Aunt Tessa, thank you so much. You know that I have to thank you for everything that I've been able to do up until now.
What do you mean, sweetie? You've done so well for yourself, and you really ought to be proud.
But when I was just a kid, both my parents died. You were the one that took me in, and I didn't have anyone else. Even though you were still working nights and busy with your store, you still always made sure to have time for me when I needed it. And no matter how tired you were, you would make sure to cook for me. You raised me, and I just feel like I owe you everything. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, Aunt Tessa.
Are you really trying to get me to cry even before my shift? You should have saved that little speech for when I was laying on my deathbed. Oh, now I'll have to go and fix my makeup all over again.
Please don't say that, Aunt Tessa. I want you to know how happy I am that I get to share this moment with you. And you better not be lying in that bed anytime soon. I still want you to be in my life for a long time. I still have so much I need to do to pay you back.
David, what on earth are you talking about? I was the one who took you in. I knew it would be my duty to see to it that you were raised right. I'm so grateful to have you in my life, too. I don't know where I'd be without you always looking out for me. I know this is awful to say, but there are times when grateful is the wrong word. But I wonder if fate didn't push us into each other's lives like this after your parents passed.
Well, I barely have any memory of my parents at this point. But for basically all my life, you've been the only parent that I did have, and I couldn't ask for a better person to raise me.
Oh, Davis, don't you go starting with me again. My eyes are going to be red and puffy all night at this rate.
You're right, we could just save this talk for another time. But I just wanted to get that off my chest. Anyway, if possible, I'd like for you to meet my fiancé sometime next month. When you have a chance to look at your schedule, please let me know a day that would work for you.
I think there are going to be a few days when the clubs will be closed. But I'll give you an exact date and times that would work for me soon.
Got it, then I'll just wait for that message. Good luck with work tonight, Aunt Tessa.
Thank you again, Davis, for everything. We'll talk soon.
Oh, Davis! I just wanted to let you know that I got home safe and sound.
Hey, Michaela, I'm really sorry I wasn't able to take you home tonight.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that at all. I actually had some quick errands to run on the way back home, so it was better this way for me anyways. And besides, it had been a while since you went over to visit with your aunt, right? You two should enjoy each other's company.
Thanks for being so understanding. Aunt Tessa just has some things around the house that she needed help with since she's getting a bit too old to do them by herself.
It must be hard for her to live in a place like that all by herself, though. But I'm glad that we both could help her out around the house while I was over there. It felt nice to do something for the woman that raised you.
I'm glad you both seem to get along so well. If I'm being honest, I was pretty nervous the whole time.
And now this means that we've both formally announced our engagement to both our families!
I suppose all that's left is planning the wedding and arranging a date to go to the city hall and make this thing official.
I guess so. But you're sure that I didn't do anything rude or weird while we were at your aunt's? I mean, I was also pretty nervous to be meeting her for the first time. It was all such a blur. I feel like I barely remember what happened.
I think that you were just perfect, Michaela. And I think that my aunt really did take a liking to you, so you don't gotta worry about that.
Well, I really enjoyed meeting her too. She was just so lovely, and I had a great time.
She really is a friendly person, isn't she? I feel like she always just knows how to be herself. But I'm glad that nothing out of the ordinary happened.
I know. I was so shocked when she asked for my phone number too. Who would have guessed that we would get along so quickly? Then again, maybe she was just using the charm she pulls on the customers at her clubs, right? I never would have guessed that I ended up in a connection in that kind of business. It honestly does seem like a whole nother world the more that I think about it. And I hope this isn't rude to say, but I was surprised by how well kept a woman of her age was. She looked great.
You should tell her that the next time you see her. Maybe not the age bit, but I'm sure she'd love to know that you liked her look.
If you think she'll like hearing it, then I'll be sure to say it. And the way she made it sound, she was going to be more and more free on the weekends, so I think we'll have more time to see each other. I guess she's just really busy during the week then, right?
Well, I think a lot of her regulars are people coming home from work who stop in, so she's usually pretty busy on the weekdays.
That does make sense, I suppose.
But it sure is a strange business for sure. The more you learn about it, the more you realize there's a whole nother world in this city that comes alive at night.
And on top of managing work like that, she still took you in when you were little? That must have been pretty tough on the both of you at times, right? I mean, she was probably hardly ever home at night, right? And I don't suppose it was as easy to just hire a sitter back then either, right?
Yeah, she was gone most nights, but there were times when she could ask some of her staff to look over me. She made sure to pay them to do so, but I guess it helps when you have trustworthy staff like that.
So there were always different people coming in and out of the house then? Did that ever bother you when you were little?
No, not really. If anything, I just got to know a lot of the ladies she hired, and they were all lovely. Some of them used to be teachers or nurses, so they were familiar with how to take care of kids. Some of them even helped me with my homework when I had questions. It was almost like having a whole private staff of different people with different strengths.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess that does make sense, though. Except I think that if news of something like that got out today, people would accuse your aunt of neglect or something like that.
I think the times have changed for sure, but as far as I'm concerned, she was the only one who raised me, and I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
Well, I really am glad that you sound like you did enjoy growing up the way you did. Because being from the outside looking in, it can be a little hard to wrap my head around.
I know it seems strange, but I really did have a fun childhood. Even when Aunt Tessa would be so hungover after a night of partying, I just remember being a kid and thinking that she was turning into a zombie. I guess maybe I took a lot from her since she raised me since I was so young. I get that it's a bit weird.
It is weird, but the way you explain it all, I can't help but respect the woman. She owned her own business, was single, took in a child, and raised him into the man that I'm going to marry.
I really do feel like I owe her so much for what she did for me. She's been the only family I've had ever since my parents passed away. When they did die, the other relatives all preferred to send me to an orphanage. None of them wanted to take me in. Which is understandable, I guess, but Aunt Tessa was the exception.
Well, now your family is going to grow even bigger with me, Davis. And together we'll make our own family too, and we can all live happily as one big family.
I really can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to our future together, Michaela. I'm really so happy to have you in my life, you know. Hey, Aunt Tessa, are you working today? Because if you're not, I was just wondering if you wanted to come over and hang out.
Oh, Davis, I'm really sorry, but I have a ton of errands to run today.
Oh, really? I see.
Is everything okay? What's with that response?
Well, it's just I was in town and I ended up running into Mandy, who manages your second club.
Oh, okay. What did you guys talk about? Is everything okay?
Well, I heard from Mandy that you're not doing so well. So anyway, I guess I just was worried about you and wanted to see if you wanted to spend some time together.
Oh, no, it's nothing bad at all. I think it's just this summer heat making me feel a bit ill is all. You know how Mandy always blows things out of proportion.
I know she can be like that, but you and Mandy have been working together for almost 10 years now, and she sounded pretty worried for you.
I promise you that I really am okay. I just needed to rest a little the last time that we talked is all.
Oh, really? But when we talked just a few months ago, you said that you were wanting to keep working, right?
Well, when you get to be my age, things can change rather quickly, you know?
Your age? Aunt Tessa, are you okay? You never mention your own age. Something is up, isn't it? You know that you can talk to me about anything, right?
I know that, but I just don't want you to worry about me all your life, Davis. You have your own life and even your own wedding to plan to now. Please, just focus on those things and don't worry about me.
Right, I have something that I'd like to talk to you about in that regards. Michaela and I sent out our wedding invitations, but we never got your RSVP. We figured that it was because it was a given that you would be there, but you are going to be at the wedding, right?
I'm sorry, but I just don't think that I'll be able to go.
Wait, what? You're kidding me, right? That's gotta be some kind of joke.
I'm afraid it's true. The fact of the matter is that on the day of your wedding, I'll be meeting with someone I owe a lot to, and I simply can't miss meeting them.
But it's my wedding. You're really not gonna be there for me?
I really am sorry about this, Davis. I do wish that I could, but I just can't.
But you're the only family I have, Aunt Tessa. I need you there with me.
Come now, Davis, you're all grown up. You don't need me by your side for every little thing anymore. And this thing I have to do is really important to me as well, so I'm afraid there's nothing to be done about it.
Okay then, but what time are you gonna be home from your errands?
I don't know. It's going to be a very long day, I think.
Well, just let me know when you're done, okay? I'll wait for you. This is really serious, and I'd like to talk to you about this in person with you.
No, you shouldn't do that, Davis. I might not be home until very late. There would be no point in troubling yourself like that.
I don't care how late it is. I want to talk about this with you, Aunt Tessa.
Good morning, you old hag! I just wanted to say thanks again so much for agreeing not to come to Davis and I's wedding. I heard that you were pretty depressed the other day, though.
What are you talking about? You were the one who told me to tell Davis that I wouldn't be able to go.
And just who do you think you are talking to me like that, huh? You really are just a sad old woman, aren't you? Did you really think we were going to let some woman who runs sleazy clubs like you into our wedding?
Oh, the joke is on you because the wedding is off.
What did you just say to me? What in the world makes you think that, huh?
It's not Tessa, it's me, Davis.
You really think that I'm going to believe that? You must think I'm a moron if you're trying to tell me that you're Davis. But from now on, I want you to stay away from him. You're clearly nothing but a bad influence. I thought I made that clear to you the last time we spoke. You said you would gradually pull out of being part of his life. You and Davis are parts of different worlds, and you don't deserve to have him.
Michaela, what in the world are you talking about right now?
I mean that Davis went to college and works for a huge firm. You're just a pervy old lady who runs some shabby old clubs. You're an embarrassment to Davis, don't you get that?
You really need to stop this right now, Michaela, because you and I are not going to the city hall tomorrow.
Wait a second. How did you know that Davis and I were doing our civil ceremony tomorrow? Did you ask him about our wedding plans?
For the last time, I am Davis. I'm here at Aunt Tessa's house texting you on her phone. I spent the night here last night.
But you told me that you were at your own house yesterday. You said that you were really tired from work.
Well, I lied to you. Not only that, but I saw the message that you were sending to my aunt, and I had to do a lot of hard thinking last night.
So then, this really is Davis right now.
That's what I've been telling you this whole time.
Then what is all this talk about us not getting married? I don't understand.
I refuse to get married without the woman who raised me standing by my side. Do you understand?
But this isn't fair. I told your aunt not to mention any of this to you. How could she do this to me?
Is that even a serious question? You were insulting the woman who raised me and tried to keep her from being at our wedding. How could you do that to her?
But I was only doing it for your sake. Think of how awful it would look to have a woman like her standing around with the rest of my normal family. You really want Aunt Tessa to be what people think of when they think of your family? That's just absurd.
If you really think that, then I know for a fact now that we could never get married.
But why? This doesn't have anything to do with you. It's about her.
No, it does have to do with you. Aunt Tessa raised me for 20 years. She dedicated her life to her clubs and me, and she is the most important person in my life. I thought that you might take her place one day, but now I know that you're nothing but a horrible, condescending elitist.
So you're really going to choose your own aunt over me?
It's not even a choice, really. The answer is clear as day to me. If you're going to insult my family, then I don't want you in my life.
Davis, you're being ridiculous. You're really going to throw away marrying me to defend this harlot? It's time for you to join regular society. Nobody is going to want to be with you if you have connections to the kinds of circles your aunt runs in.
And just what's wrong with those circles? It was Aunt Tessa and her girls who raised me into the person I am today. The person that you want to marry.
You can't be serious about this, right? Please tell me that this is some kind of prank I'm just not understanding. I mean, if you and I don't get married, then who's going to pay the cancellation fees for all the reservations we made?
Don't you worry about that. I'll pay for it all, and then I never want to see you again. Do you understand me?
You're really going to throw away a normal life for her? You can't do this to me, Davis. I love you.
Well, I can't love someone who wants to tear my family apart. I really did love you, but I just don't have those feelings anymore. I know who you really are now, and it's not a person I love.
You're making a big mistake.
I think the only person here making a mistake is you, Michaela.
You can't do this to me. Please, I'll apologize to your aunt. We'll be friends. We can fix this.
There's nothing to fix. I don't want to be with you anymore, and that's that. I just hope that one day you learn the true meaning of family. After that, I reached out to Michaela's parents and explained to them that I broke off our engagement. They asked me why, and I did my best to explain what had happened. I told them that I would be paying for the cancellation fees as well. I expected them to be furious at me, but instead they apologized for their daughter's actions. After I canceled our wedding plans, I heard that Michaela quit her job, since she couldn't stand the rumors flying around at work about her engagement falling apart. I hear that now she just lives at home with her parents and hardly ever leaves.
Hey, Harrison, I was just curious if you were home yet.
Oh, hey Amanda, sorry I'm so late. I'm just about to come home now, actually.
Don't tell me that you've really been out drinking this whole time.
Hey, come on, you know that my buddy at work, Sam, is going through a divorce right now. I think he really needed this night to let off some steam. I was just worried about him, so I wanted to make sure that he got home safe before I headed back.
I understand that you're worried about your friend and all, but I feel like you've been coming home late more frequently for a while now. And what that means for me is that I'm the one who is always having to watch our kid and take care of the house and stuff like that. Do you think you could at least try and come home a little earlier to help me with Emily?
Wait, what? Are you serious? You want me to do stuff around the house after I've been working all day? You know how tired I am after I come home.
Are you telling me you really don't want to spend any time with your daughter after work at all? We've talked about this before. Emily is our child, so we both need to be the ones parents for her. Got it?
I know. It isn't that I don't want to spend time with her or anything like that. It's just that she's a little girl and she wants to play with dolls and have tea parties and stuff. I guess I really just am not into that as a man, you know?
Can you at least just be in the same room as her and keep her company while she plays? I mean, she's 4 years old already. She needs to be spending time with her dad as well as her mom, you know? If you don't spend time with her now, then just think of how she'll see you when she's going through puberty or when she's an adult.
Yeah, but that's not gonna be a long time. I doubt she'll even remember being this age by the time she's older.
I think you would be surprised by how much kids remember, Harrison. And besides, even if she doesn't remember, that's still not a good reason not to spend time with your own daughter. I would think as parents that we both would want to spend as much time with her as possible.
Oh, I know, but ever since we've had her, she's all that you talk about ever.
Well, yeah, she's our child and she can't take care of herself. What did you think being a parent was going to be like? Do you really have so little interest in helping me raise her?
That's not what I want. I care about Emily just as much as you do. But look, you have to see it from my perspective because I grew up with only brothers. I don't really know how to interact with a little kid, you know?
Well, do you think you're ever going to learn by not spending more time with her? Maybe before you worry about your friends from work, you should be worrying about your family back home first.
Okay, I get it, jeez. I'll try and make sure to come home early and play with the kid or something, okay?
Don't try, Harrison. I want you to do it. Starting tomorrow, I want you to give Emily her baths and put her to bed. I also work, remember? And just because I work from home doesn't mean I can do everything here. I want to have time to actually be able to concentrate on things that I need to do.
Wait a second, from tomorrow on, you want me to do that? Like, as in every single day?
I mean, if there are times where you can't, then that can't be helped, but yes.
Okay, no, you're just being ridiculous, Amanda. I mean, what about the days that I have to stay late at the office and work overtime?
I just said if you have something come up, then we can figure out a way around that. But normally you should be getting off work at least before 7 most nights, right? So then you can come home, bathe Emily, and then put her to bed.
But then what am I even gonna do? How am I gonna have time to eat dinner if I'm so busy doing that?
Okay, then. I can be the one to put her to bed if you want to cook dinner while I do that.
You're acting as if I never do anything for Emily at all.
Okay, then. Tell me how many times this month you think you've played with Emily.
If I had to guess, it would be, 3, maybe?
I hope you're not counting the times that I went out grocery shopping, Harrison.
Okay, alright, you've made your points already. Now I'll set aside some more time in my schedule to play with Emily, okay?
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Now, I am going to try and get some work done before I go to sleep. But I'm serious, Harrison. I really do want more help around the house, okay? Harrison, are you home right now?
Oh, sorry, I just had to step out real quick to grab something. I haven't really gone out shopping in a while, but I need a couple pieces of new clothes.
You told me that when I got back from my parents' house that you would play with Emily, remember?
Oh, shoot, I totally forgot about that. My bad.
So then you'll come home and play with her. You promised that you'd take her off my hands for a while. Besides, I have an appointment at the hairdresser this evening.
Hold on a second. You want me to come back home right now? But it's my day off and the weather is really nice.
And what does that have to do with the fact that you said you would do this for me?
Oh, come on. Am I not allowed to get a little sunshine every now and then? I don't see why I gotta rearrange my whole schedule just because you want to go and get your hair done.
Do you even remember the last time that I had an appointment to get my hair cut? Because I do. It was 8 months ago. But I know that you always make sure to make time for yourself to go every month or two.
Okay, but that's because I have to go to an office and keep up appearances. You just work and do stuff from home. I don't even see the point of why you have to get your hair done. Just go pay someone to cut a chunk off when it gets too long, you know?
Harrison, I have been looking forward to this for 8 whole months now. You told me that you would be at home to take Emily from me. You promised me. I am feeling really betrayed by you right now. I mean, just how am I supposed to feel like we're raising our kid if you can't even do this for me? At this point, I might as well just move back in with my parents because they would help more than you.
You don't really mean that, do you?
I mean, I really do think about it sometimes. You have no idea how hard it is trying to work from home while keeping things clean, doing all the cooking, and raising our kid. And all the while, my husband is almost never home, and when I do ask for help, you just complain about not knowing how to play with girls.
Come on, this isn't fair at all. You know that I only had brothers.
Do you remember when you said that to our daughter's face? She asked if you would want to play a game with her, and you said that you had better things to do. You didn't even bother to see the look on her face, but she was just crushed.
Well, I didn't mean to hurt her feelings or anything like that.
Well, you did. You're an adult, and you need to be more careful with how you talk to her. Kids are sensitive, and the things you tell them affect the kind of person they'll grow up to be. She wants to play with her dad, and you're the one who refuses to.
Okay, I understand. I promise that next weekend I'm going to take Emily and we are going to have a fun time. I'll think of some place to go and then I'll play with her, okay?
You really mean that? Because I don't even think I can count on my hands how many times you've said something like that just to forget about it later.
I'm telling you, I swear this is going to happen. I will play with Emily and she will have fun and I will be a good dad to her, okay? I really do want her to enjoy being around me and so I want to get to know my daughter more, so just please don't say things like you're thinking of moving back in with your parents.
Okay, Harrison. I'm going to trust you this time. Next weekend you are in charge of handling Emily, okay? Don't break this promise, because you won't be getting another chance after this one. Harrison, just what the heck is going on here, huh? What in the world are you thinking?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you want from me, but I'm busy right now, okay?
What am I talking about? I am talking about our daughter, Emily, of course. What in the world is wrong with you? She was looking forward to spending time with you all week, and now she's back home and soaking wet.
Well, didn't she tell you when she got home that I had some business come up?
I heard all about it. You told her that you need to work and sent her home crying. Didn't you realize that it's pouring with rain outside? More importantly than that, how could you make our 4-year-old daughter walk all the way home by herself in the rain?
Okay, enough of this 4-year-old thing. She's almost 5.
Almost 5 is literally still 4. And I wouldn't want a 5-year-old walking home alone in the rain either. What if she slipped and hurt herself? What if someone took her?
Oh my god, you worry way too much, you know that? It was such an easy walk home, there's no way she would have gotten lost. And so what if it's raining? Kids love playing in the rain. I'm the one who has to work, so why don't you feel sorry for me, huh? Besides, she made it home, didn't she? What's the big deal here?
Okay then, Harrison, tell me what work you had to do that was so important that you had to send your daughter home by herself, because I don't remember giving you anything to do today.
What's that supposed to mean? And she's not my daughter, she's our daughter.
This is George.
George? George who? What the heck is going on here?
George is in your boss, George, that's who.
Wait a second, George as in head of sales, George?
Yeah, your boss. No, what is this talk about you having to work on your day off?
Wait, I don't understand. What's going on here? Is that really you?
Yes, it is. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here at your house, I saw your daughter crying on the sidewalk and asked her what's wrong. She told me that you were supposed to play with her, but that you said you had to work. I walked back to her house, and now your wife is running a bath for her as we speak.
I'm so sorry, boss. An important client called, and, they said they needed something from me right away.
Oh, really? Which clients? I'll call and double check.
Oh no, you really don't have to worry about doing something like that, and the whole business is already over, so it really is okay.
No, I want to know, who are you doing work for today?
I can't remember the name actually, let me look it up. I just need some time.
Give me a break already, you weren't doing any work at all, were you?
I mean, I kind of was.
You know what, Harrison? I've actually been meaning to ask you something for a while now.
What is it?
How do you know our star salesman, Bell?
I don't really know him at all, he's just a coworker, really.
Somehow I really doubt that. She told me that his kid got injured and that he needs to take work off tomorrow. Are you really sure that you have nothing to do with that?
Me? Of course I don't have anything to do with that. How could you even ask that?
I hope not, for your sake. No, I want you back here at your house in 10 minutes, got it? I know the hospital where Belle's kid is, but if you really have nothing to do with that, then you'll come back here right away.
Amanda, please, you have to forgive me.
Why? Why in the world do you think that I would let you off the hook for what you did?
I just wasn't thinking, I swear.
You were cheating on me, Harrison, with someone from your work.
I know, I don't get how the other people in the office found out about us, but I really wish that you weren't suing Belle. I just don't see how she'd be able to pay.
You mean you think I should just let the woman who was sleeping with my husband off the hook? She knew that you were married, didn't she?
She did, but she's a single mom, and I don't think she even has that much money to begin with.
And just what do you think that has to do with me? Why are you trying to make her the victim in all of this?
Yeah, I'm not trying to make her the victim here, but I just think that we all made some mistakes, you know?
Are you kidding me? Did you really just say that? The only mistake I made was ever trusting you, Harrison. You really think that I'm going to let you and your side piece off the hook for nothing?
Come on, she has a kid. You don't want to kick someone when they're already down, right?
And just what about my daughter, huh? And I say my daughter, because you are no father to her as far as I'm concerned.
Amanda, I'm really sorry for cheating on you, but please, we can't just divorce because of this. We have our family to think about. But Belle was a single mother, and I just felt really bad for her. I only agreed to help watch her kid. I didn't think that this would happen, though.
I can't believe you're trying to excuse your own actions right now. You really chose to watch this woman's kid over your own child. Do you like her kid more than Emily? Is that it?
Well, Belle has a son is the thing.
So it has to do with the gender of the child is what you're saying.
No, it's not that at all. But Belle is always saying how she doesn't know how to play with her kids since she's a woman and he's a boy.
You two are both full of the same excuses, aren't you? No wonder you two get along so well. Well, don't worry. After we divorce, you can go and be with her for all I care. And if you love her so much, you can pay for her lawsuit, too.
But I don't want to divorce you, Amanda. That's what I'm trying to say.
Are you listening to me? I don't care at all what you want. You betrayed, threw our daughter out into the rain, and then went on to go watch someone else's. Why in the world do you think I care at all about what you want?
No, I was just torn up about what to do. And when I heard that Belle needed help because her kid got injured, I just acted without thinking, you know?
And your actions were to put another kid in front of your own. You are no father, and you're no husband.
Come on, Amanda, don't be like that. It's not that I didn't want to play with Emily, but this is important too.
You mean being there for the woman you're cheating with is more important than being there for your real family? I don't see what was wrong with bringing Emily along to the hospital if you and Belle were really just friends. But instead, you broke her heart and put her in danger.
I'm sorry, I just wasn't thinking at all.
Clearly! Now I want you to come and get your things soon.
Please, you can't do this to me. I really am sorry. You have to take me back. You can't just tear apart our family like this.
The only one here you can blame for tearing apart our family is you. You lied to me over and over and never showed once that you really cared for our daughter. Instead, you cheated on me and prioritized someone else's kid over your own. What is even the point of keeping a family like that together?
Please, it'll never happen again. I promise. You can trust me.
No, Harrison, that's the whole point. I can't trust you. You are not a part of this family anymore. And I never want to see you again. A few weeks after that, Harrison and I finalized our divorce. The news quickly spread around to both of our families about what had happened, and no one blamed me for ending the marriage. Belle quit her job and moved back in with her parents. Now she works a part-time job and is paying her debt to me bit by bit. As for Harrison, he couldn't get over the shock of losing me and his life began to fall apart. Although he couldn't be fired for what he did, his work performance dropped so much after I left him that he was eventually let go for that. Meanwhile, I moved back in with my parents who were waiting for Emily and I with open arms. Emily is going to be starting elementary school, which means that I'll start looking for full-time work. It's tough being a single mother, but I'm grateful to have such a supporting family behind me.